here. Oh, Fuego Ballin' is what that song is called. All right, what is up, humans? Welcome to the Sully Perspective. Good afternoon, good morning, good night, whatever time it is where you are. Hello. I am so sick, and I have like congestion, and I have a sore throat. I do not have corona. Don't freak out, everyone. Welcome to the family fragilitis. Fragilities. I like that one. Fragilities. Welcome to the family. Thank you for the follow. Also, thank you for the follow cat_me. And then I have 3 different followers that start with Manolia, so surely that's a bot. But if not, thank you, Manolia403. Thank you, Manolia Lunar. And thank you, Manolia Meow, for following the channel as well. Yeah, I've not been... I'm going to use that sometimes today. I just had a sick girlfriend who decided to give me her sickness, even though she says I gave it to her first. But it's really not horrible. It just comes in waves, and I just feel crappy. That's all. And then at work, I have to go to work, and at work we have to wear masks all day, but our air conditioning went out at work. And so I have been in a building that's about 88 to 90 something degrees every day in full what's supposed to be appropriate like business attire. Like I'm wearing like jeans and polos, like button-up shirts. And I'm just sweating my ass off in front of customers, so that's exciting. Working at the company that rhymes with, what did I say the first time? Baby B? Yeah, it rhymes with Baby B. Glorious Beard 89 is in here. Please play some Stardew Valley on here at some point. That would be a fun game to play. That's like the farming simulation, but I don't know, is Stardew Valley, is that just only farming? Is that all you do, or do you have to like go around? Is there like a world, or is it just like a farming simulator? Like what was that one back in the day? We were talking about it the other day. Glorious Beard 89. There is no air conditioning outside where I work. Yeah, but that's where you decided to work, and you dress accordingly. I chose to work in an air-conditioned building, and I have to wear jeans and a mask and button-up shirts and sell things to people and look professional, and that's not happening. So I'm not comparing my job to yours. I'm just saying you chose to work in an outside job, and I chose to work in an inside job, and my inside job has turned into an outside job, and I'm complaining about it, and I can do that. That's okay. Yeah, so I think today, because I am ill, I don't know that I'm going to play video games after the podcast today, but I wasn't going to miss the podcast. I wanted to do that. Stick to the schedule every Tuesday at 10 o'clock. If you are new here and you're hanging out and viewing, every Tuesday at 10 p.m., we record a podcast live. And then on the following Monday, it will go on all of those podcast services around the globe. Glorious Beard 89, there is all kinds of shit. Fishing, farming, a cave with monsters to kill, townsfolk to marry. Oh, wow. That's a lot of things to do. So there's combat in Stardew Valley? Because monsters to kill sounds like combat. That's interesting. Anyways, yeah, if you like podcasts in the form of podcasts, then that's cool. You can listen on Spotify or on Apple or on iHeartRadio or wherever you listen to podcasts. It releases every Monday morning at midnight. And if you like to be more engaged and you like a visual, I like video. I'm more of a video guy than a podcast guy personally. So if that's your thing, every Tuesday at 10 p.m., we are on here live. People are in the chat. We're building a podcast together. This is only the 4th episode. This is a brand new podcast. Basically how it works is it is in 5 categories, and each of those categories gets 5 minutes. Right here on the board, you can see those categories. Every week we do nerdy news, we do sports news, we do a movie review of the week where I talk about some movie that I had never seen that I just previously watched. Some of them are going to be like new releases we'll talk about this week. Some other times, like last week, we talked about Dodgeball. I had just never seen that movie. I have not seen a lot of movies. So we're going through some of that and figuring out what the hell we can watch. Number 4 is the Sully perspective on blank. If you don't know, I am Sully. That's my name. So I just give you my perspective on something random. I think we did like axe throwing last week. What have we done? What else have we done? I can't even think. I know I'm blanking on my own podcast. It could be anything. Water bottles. It could be my view on Simone Biles dropping out of the Olympics. That's what it was 2 weeks ago. And then last but not least, we have Try Something New Tuesday, which obviously makes more sense if you are watching this live on a Tuesday. And that's where I try something new. We have kind of fallen into, I guess, in the first few weeks, it being a weird food combination. I don't know if it will stay that. I've enjoyed doing weird food combinations. People seem to enjoy it. If it's stupid and you're tired of it, that's okay. Say so in the chat. Say you're a dumb idiot and I hate you. And that's okay. Thank you for chatting. And when the buzzer sounds at 5 minutes, I have to wrap up whatever I'm talking about and move on to the next topic. So, without further to do, we are moving on to the first topic of the week. Nerdy motherfucking news. If I could go right here. Oh, see, this happened last week. I didn't even have my timer ready. This happens every week. I do this without fail. It's like I forget every single week to open up my timer app. I am not good at podcasting. I'm not good at anything. All right, here we go. Stop that. All right, on your mark, get set, and go. This week on Nerdy News, Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel is going to be opening up in the Disney World area of Orlando. It is from what I understand, a fully dived in, a fully enclosed Star Wars world. This is not just a hotel. You, during your stay, are not allowed to leave, I believe. This is kind of crazy. Like, it's more, I think you should treat it like a cruise. Like, you are there for an experience. It's an entire experience. So they have built a whole world inside of the hotel with activities and with restaurants and with all of these things to just make you feel like you are in the world. And you have to dress up. Like, it's a whole world of Star Wars. And that sounds cool until the other day they released their prices. On the low end, the cheapest thing you can pay is if you and your significant other, or you and a friend, or you and a butt buddy of yours. I don't know. If you decide, you and a hobo, just go find a hobo. Although you'll probably pay for both of you in that case. But if you guys go together to this hotel, the cheapest thing you can pay is $1,200 per person and for a minimum of 2 nights. So the cheapest room in the Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel would cost you $4,800. That is so much money. On the high end, $6,000 per person per night. So you're talking about a minimum on that if you want to stay, up there. If I do my math correctly, is $24,000. What the fuck? That is so much money. Who is buying this? Who can afford that? So if you're staying, like, if it's just, this is going to be for families. So if it's, I know the pricing per person goes down if you have kids. But first of all, their pricing was really weird. They gave an option for 2 adults. They gave an option for 2 adults and 1 kid. And then the third option that they gave pricing-wise was for 3 adults and 1 kid. Why would you do that as your pricing? That's weird. Richie Rich. Glorious Beard 89 says, yeah, Richie Rich is true. And I know it's a whole experience, and I know that there's things to do. I think it might include, it probably includes some like food and drink as well, maybe. I don't know if it's all inclusive, but that's just a lot of money. We'll move on. A factory sealed copy of a 1985 original Super Mario Bros. Has broken the record for the most money ever paid for a video game. It sold for $2 million this week. This is kind of a weird thing. If you're following along in the nerd world, it's like within the last 6 months, a bunch like this the market for these expensive video games just skyrocketed. Zelda was sold a couple weeks ago for like 700 or 800 something thousand, and then a Super Mario Bros. 64 still in its original packaging was just bought a week and a half ago for 1.85 million, and now this sold for 2 million. And I don't know what's going on, but it's going crazy. Hail to the Victor says, "What is money?" I know, I'm doing all these Richie Rich stories. Speaking of another Richie Rich story, Funimation or Funimation, don't know how to say that word, which is owned by Sony, just successfully bought Crunchyroll, which is an anime streaming service, for $1.175 billion with a B dollars. Holy Jesus. People are into this anime stuff. I have not gotten into it. I've never watched an anime. Hail to the Victor asks what he thinks he could get for a Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation 2. Probably opened. I don't know. $6 at GameStop, bruh. This is huge. I mean, anime is blowing up. I don't know anything about anime. I'm not an anime fellow. So if y'all can suggest one anime for me to watch, and it has to be on a free streaming service or one that I already pay for. I'm not going to subscribe to Crunchyroll, whatever this is. But this is a big story. Sony is now combining Crunchyroll and Funimation. It's going to be obviously a behemoth for the anime community. Pretty exciting stuff there, I'm sure. And then last story, Marvel's What If has had a lot of stories come out in the last couple weeks. There's my time. Let's finish this one up. They just released basically a story that said there was a couple what ifs that they scrapped because they are too dark. This is interesting. Glorious Beard 89 says Funimation bought Crunchyroll. Whoa, I love anime. I know you're a big anime fan. I don't know. I mean, seeing 1.175 billion is a big number, so I assume that this is a huge deal. And I know Funimation is owned by Sony, so I mean, this pretty. I assume this is a big deal. I mean, I think this is a big deal. He also says Trigun. Watch Trigun or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I have heard of Full Metal Alchemist. Don't know what it is, but we'll have to. Which one is better? Let me know which one's better and where to watch it. You got to tell me where to watch it as well. Anyways, Marvel said a few of those What If episodes have been canceled because they were, quote, too dark. I find that very interesting. There was one that they said where they had Spider-Man being turned by Doc Ock back into a spider, and it was too much. The phrase they used was body gore. I don't know what that means. I don't know what body gore is. I guess just like the look of him as a person with spider legs or something might be too freaky for the kids. And they're trying to stay PG-13. And I guess that means that Marvel is taking their PG-13 rating very seriously. Keeping up with Lil Boozy. Welcome back to the chat. She says, I don't even know what you're saying right here. I read it as ho-emi. What does that mean? Am I reading that wrong? Hoemi? Oh, like homie. Like she's just saying I'm her. I would thought she was listing an anime. I thought she was like, you should watch Hoemi. Because there's like capital letters here and then smaller case letters. Animes have weird. Look at the other one. Trigun and Full Metal Alchemist. How was I supposed to know that Hoemi was not an anime? I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's move on to sports stories of the week. And away we go. In the UFC, Cyril Gane beat Derek Lewis for the interim heavyweight belt. Lil Boozy says I'm dumb. I am dumb. This is only important because number one, everyone loves Derek Lewis, and it's sad that he lost. But number two, this did not need to be a belt fight, and I think watching the fight proved that. Derek Lewis looked stiff. Cyril Gane was very content, just standing in the pocket. There was not a lot going on until the end of each round. Cyril Gane ended up getting the TKO. I don't know, y'all. I was very disappointed in Derek Lewis. He's never been one to throw a lot of punches. He's throws very few, and the few that he does throw, if they hit you, they knock you out. He wasn't connecting. He was staying back. Even after he knew he was losing, he should have been upping the activity, and it didn't happen. It should not have been a interim heavyweight fight. Francis Ngannou has only been out for like 3 or 4 months since winning the belt. This is a ridiculous fight. Moving on. The biggest sports news in the world right now is that Lionel Messi has officially left Barcelona, and that's how they say it in Spain. You would España. You wouldn't understand. And he is going to be joining 2 other incredible superstars, Mbappe and Neymar, at PSG in France. And that is huge only because it's going to be indicative of some other things that are going to happen in the soccer world. Basically, Corona, if you don't know, coronavirus destroyed the European soccer world. They don't have money. A bunch of fans were on strike. They won't watch the games. They won't come to the like it's crazy. The soccer world right now is in turmoil. And basically, Barcelona wanted Messi. Messi said that he would be willing to take a 50% pay cut. He's the second highest or third highest paid athlete in the world right now, and he's willing to cut his pay in half just to stay with Barcelona. And they still, because of La Liga rules, that salary, even at half, was too much of their overall salary cap because of how little money they have right now. So they literally couldn't sign him. It has to be under 70% of your total. It just didn't happen. So he's with PSG now. It's crazy that this finally happened. It's going to be interesting to watch him with Mbappe and Neymar. Those are huge, huge soccer stars. Next story. ESPN 8, The Ocho, aired this last week, and it was a fucking blast, bro. If you don't know what The Ocho is, every August, ever since the movie Dodgeball came out, didn't know this, read this today. If you were here last week, the movie review of the week was Dodgeball. In that movie, they air on ESPN 8, The Ocho. And so in 2017, ESPN did a real ESPN Ocho where they show ridiculous side sports, just like in the movie. This year was putt-putt championships, Tetris, pogo stick trick jumping. There was stone skipping, pinball, air hockey, corgi racing. Yes, little corgis. A speed grocery bagging competition, cow poop throwing, a mullet championship, and my personal favorite at the end of the night was air guitar championships. And holy Lord on high, that was entertaining. They do it for 24 hours straight. If you missed it this year, do some YouTubing. But next August, get ready for some dope-ass random sports. 18 days away until college football season. Very excited. Go Gators. The Olympics are over. We did end the Olympics at the last second with women's basketball and men's basketball both winning gold. Catapulted us from one behind China in golds to one above China in golds. That's right, the USA captures the most golds this Olympics and the most overall medals. Very exciting for us. Very sad for them. Go back to China. And in NASCAR news, I'm just kidding. We're not doing NASCAR news. Keeping up with Lil Boozy says, I cannot believe it. Poor Messi. Yeah, it sucks for him. I mean, what's crazy is that he was willing to take a 50% pay cut. I mean, good for him. That shows like he cares about his team and he's loyal and he's a team player. That's kind of cool. It's cool to see because not a lot of people nowadays will do that. Not a lot of people are taking pay cuts to sign other people that they need to win championships. Hail to the Victor says, "Say China in the Trump voice." All right, I have to channel my inner orange man. My hands are so big. I have the biggest hands. China. There. That's my biggest. China. Is that good? I did with the lips too, like this. China. And the hands. I don't know why the hands have to be a thing when I do the Trump voice. China. I also, yeah. It's just a weird. I think I do pretty good at that. Is that bad? Good? Let me know in the chat. All right. Next up, we have a movie review of the week. Wait, Lil Boozy says, wait, what? That was actually so good. WTF. I'm a professional impersonator. I could name anyone. I can impersonate them. But Trump is China. I think it's the face and the hands that really get me in the China. Anyways, okay. Next up is movie review of the week. Let's start now. If you have not seen Black Widow, and if you are a giant Marvel fan and don't want anything spoiled, I'm going to do my best to not spoil anything here. I will warn you if I think one is coming. But if you are a Marvel fan and you really don't want spoilers, that's okay. Just like put me on mute for until this timer runs out. When the timer runs out, I'm done talking about it. Just put me on mute. So I'm going to start talking about Marvel. Put me on mute for 4.27 minutes. All right. I am not secretly the orange man, Lil Boozy. Thanks for asking me that. That's an insult. Black Widow. I went to see Black Widow. It was my first movie back in the theaters since COVID-19. That was fun in and of itself. It was a great time. I enjoyed the popcorn and the candy that we bought outside of the movie theater in a Dollar General because it's cheaper that way. But I like the atmosphere of movies, so it was nice in general. I think that I've seen some hate on this movie a little bit, like it wasn't that good. I had a few people just being like, nah, I didn't like it that much. I don't know what they were watching. I enjoyed this movie very much. I thought it was a great final send-off of the Black Widow. Her contracts are up, and she did amazing. Florence Pugh plays her long-lost sister. Is that her name? Pugh? Pugh? Has a G. I don't know. I'm going to say Pugh. I'm sticking with it. Florence Pugh did amazing. Victor asks if I bought popcorn from Dollar General too. No, you idiot. We bought popcorn and a drink from the movie theater, but all of the candy you buy. Never mind. We're moving on. I liked this movie. The big bad. I warned you, so I'm just gonna spoil things. The big bad is not Taskmaster, like I kind of thought it was. I didn't really watch a lot of the trailers, but it was instead the guy in charge of all of these Black Widows, this whole stealing girls at a young age and brainwashing them basically and putting chips in them and doing all this horrible things to them that makes them follow orders. It was a Marvel movie to a T. I mean, I'm talking take Winter Soldier, take Thor 2, like any Earth, let's not take out Thor. Any Earth-based Marvel movie solo that you've seen in the last 10 years, it's that. But that's what we love. I mean, everyone's complaining because it's just the same. That's what we've come to expect. I don't know what else we were expecting. This is also taking place, in the past. This is in between Age of Ultron and Infinity War. So it's not going to have a new vibe like the Lokis and the WandaVision and how I assume like Shang-Chi and Spider-Man and Doctor Strange is going to be. These are new. This is new Marvel. Well, this wasn't that. This is old Marvel to a T. It feels very family friendly. It feels very innocent. Hail to the Victor says, best American actors speaking Russian I've seen in a while, I'd say. He just knows that I disagree. Gray4M says, Civil War and Infinity War. You are correct. I'm sorry, not Age of Ultron. Thank you for correcting me. This is post-Civil War after the Sokovian Accords were written. That's kind of part of the beginning of the movie. And in between that and Infinity War, thank you, Gray4M. Punch me in the face. Anytime I make a mistake like that, make a big deal. Call me an idiot in the chat. No, the Russian was horrible in it. If you don't know, I did grow up for a while in Eastern Europe, and I do speak Russian, and that was not good. Hopper, and I will never refer to him as anything but Hopper, was great in the movie. However, his Russian was one of the worst ever, and I love how Disney just takes full, just very loose translations on Russian. On our 4-point scale, remember, here on the Sully Perspective, we only have a 4-point scale. Don't watch, extremely don't watch, watch, and extremely watch. For me, this is a, you know what? If you're not a super Marvel fan, it's a watch. If you are a Marvel fan, it's a super watch. It's a definite watch. Gray4M says, also the hottest Marvel movie in a while. You were a Black Widow, weren't you, a Russian spy? I was not a Black Widow, or else I wouldn't have as much fat on my body as I do, and I would look way better in a jumpsuit. Okay, thank you, Gray4M, for finally just saying who you are. Hi, Lindsay. Cheese and rice. You just have a cryptic name, and you expect us to know who you are. What does that mean, Gray4M? Oh, is that Graham? Oh, Graham. It's like the 4 is like an A. Graham. Okay. Hello. I'm like literally dying. I'm like, what the fuck is Gray4M? Anna laughing in the background. Yes, that is Anna laughing in the background. Yeah, it was. Lindsay went and watched it with us with Graham. We were together, and it was great. Listen. I liked it. Also, now I know. Now that I know who you are, I know that when you're saying the hottest Marvel movie in a while, you're not talking about the movie. You're talking about the actresses. And Anna also had a huge crush on Florence Pugh. Is it with the G or not? Can someone look this up? How do you pronounce her last name? She was also in the film Little Women a few years back, and that movie was great. Definite watch on that one. All right, moving on. The Sully Perspective is starting right now. The Sully Perspective this week is on, that was very apropos, being sick. I just want to talk about being sick for 5 minutes. First of all, being sick is bullshit, okay? Why do we get sick? Why do we have to deal with this bullshit? First of all, being sick in normal times is bad enough. Just have to pause here. Victor says it's pronounced like pew, like P-E-W. Is that real? Why is there a G-H in there? Like thorough. I don't know. It's bad enough being sick. It's a whole nother thing to be sick during a fucking pandemic. Because let me just tell you the amount of, like, people are just super... I'm coughing because I have drainage from my snot in my nose into this areal. This throatal area. And so it tickles. It gives me a little tickle on the throat. And I go, you know, some of those. And then guess what happens? Everyone around me loses their mind. So I'm sorry that I have some snot drippage. I'm not like ill. My throat's tickly. I have some snot in my brain and my ears are kind of full. But why does everyone freak out? But listen, it's really bad. I'm wearing a mask every day at work. And have you ever sneezed into your mask? Tell me if anyone has done this. Wearing a mask out in public, being a responsible citizen, as I am, and you have to sneeze, thank you for the follow, Lindsay Graham. Lil Busy says drippage is a gross word. There's a lot of gross words that I said there. I said throatle. No one heard throatle? That was gross. The question is, if you have to sneeze, it's in a pandemic, do you take the mask off and then sneeze like into your arm or into a tissue? Or do you just leave the mask on and sneeze directly into it? I watched a man the other day in the grocery store full sneeze, but just into his mask and just kept walking. What is up with that? How do you just live? Who knows what, like, have you ever seen the YouTube videos of a slow motion of a sneeze and it comes out? The amount of stuff that comes out is way more than you ever thought. Lil Boozy says, yeah, sneezing and or coughing into a mask is ridiculous. I agree. Just listen. Just do a quick removal or a pull down. Like the pull down is the move, right? The pull down into the elbow and then immediately back up. Hail to the Victor says, I out loud just said gross thinking about you sneezing into your mask. Take your mask off, sneeze into your arm, you animal. You have all that beard also in the mask. Disgusting. I'm saying that I'm doing that. Don't attack me. I'm saying I saw other people doing that, and that's fucking gross. I'm not the one sneezing into my mask, especially with my beard. Do you know also how annoying it is to look at all these mustache things? Ugh, in the mask, 9 hours a day I have to wear this shit. No, I didn't. I pulled it down. But the point of what I'm making is I pull it down, I go to sneeze, and everyone looks at me as if I am the original person that caused, like I'm patient zero on Corona. I didn't do anything. No, I did not say I literally sneezed into my mask. I said, what are you supposed to do? I didn't sneeze into my mask. I like vehemently arguing with people in the chat. Just getting way too angry. Victor says, ooh, I'm going to roast your ass when you post this podcast. No, it's just, I don't like being sick in general. I don't get sick very often. I get sick very few times in the world. But when I do, I'm a baby about it as well. And I think I deserve it because I am not sick very often. So when I do get sick, I want to be a little pampered. That's all I'm saying. J Montagna 5 says, since the goal of the mask is to block droplets from cough/sneezing, talking, removing would be counterproductive, but also horrible for you to sneeze into the mask, which is why masks are dumb. Love your friendly neighborhood nurse. Just sneeze into your elbow and wash yourself. That might be my favorite advice ever. In general, just good advice. Sneeze into your elbow and wash yourself. That was good advice. Thank you, Jamie, for that. That was the Sully perspective on being sick, y'all. And also that was just the Sully perspective on arguing with Victor in the chat for a while. Next up, we have everyone's favorite segment if you're a podcast listener. And that's a joke because it's visual. But if you're here live, this is going to be fun. We do Try Something New Tuesday. Do you like that? That was a good one. Sully doesn't wash himself. Okay, that's not true. We're doing Try Something New Tuesday. The last few times we've done weird food combos, and we're keeping that trend going. Lil Boozy says, concerning... Guys, I washed myself. I didn't sneeze into my mask. I did cover my mouth when I sneezed. I do... Now, Jay Montagna is saying, fair point, Victor. Guys, I took a shower today. Why did I just see my girlfriend super excitedly pick up her phone to comment in the chat as well? Now she's going to say some shit. Watch. Here it comes. Everyone watch. What is going on? Anna says, we all know he doesn't wash himself. God bless America. Why do I do things? Why do I do things in the world? Because I have the worst friends, supporters, followers, family. Graham says... Or Lindsay says, take more showers, please. Victor says, see, everyone knows. I hate my life, you know? What is going on? None of my friends... I don't know that I have a single friend that is just like a nice person. You know? Is that what I attract? Lil Boozy says, disgusting, Sully. Take care of yourself. I know. It's like a weird live Twitch stream intervention. Next week could be Sully tries taking a shower. I just record from the neck up, like, what do I do next, guys? Is it pits and then butt crack? Anna says that's why he's sick. No, I'm sick because yo nasty ass got me sick. Glorious Beard 89 says, what the fuck? I am nice. You're pretty nice. I mean, you're not nice. I would say that you're nicer than some of my friends. Anyways, let's move on. I gotta start the next segment. Try Something New Tuesday is on its way now. First week we did what did we do the first week? We did watermelon and cinnamon a couple weeks ago. We did hot Cheetos and cream cheese last week. The first week was pickles and ice cream, which was a win. This week we're trying a cheeseburger with peanut butter. I saw this everywhere. So I went and got the best fast food cheeseburger that you can get. Fast food meaning it has a drive-through. Probably the best cheap burger you can get at a fast food place would be Wendy's Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. So I got a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger here with, what is that? An entire head of lettuce? So it's got tomato, cheese, bacon, and mayonnaise. Extra little win there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take peanut butter and spread it on there. Jay Montegna puts a throw up face and Lil Boozy says, ew, do not try that. That's what this show is. It's me doing dumb shit. What do you expect? And how bad could this be? At Five Guys, they give you peanuts and they have burgers. So what's the difference? What is up, Jay Montegna 5? Thank you for following. Welcome to the family. Victor says, I have had a PB&J burger before, pretty solid. So you'll eat, and then the merch 25. Keegan says you'll eat that. Garbage, but won't take a dang shower. Keegan, don't join these people. You're still a young, innocent, hot boy summer. You know, you're living your life. Don't fall into the degenerate friends that I have here that are all assholes. Do I put a lot of peanut? I think that I have to put a lot of peanut butter, right? Yeah, that's the. Oh my God, I just got peanut butter all over my mic cable. Oh no. Okay. So peanut butter, I got a ton of peanut butter. It's going on the burger, a healthy serving. You can't skimp on it, because you have to be able to taste it. Oh yeah, get it on there. I'm gonna get flagged for like some weird sexual thing. Okay, is that enough or should I get more? A little more, she says. This is the stream we watch you throw up. There's no way I'm gonna throw up from peanut butter on a burger. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this will be good. All right, that's good. Got a decent amount of peanut butter on here. I'm going to show you guys lettuce, tomato, bacon, and peanut butter and mayonnaise. Huh? And cheese. Thank you. And cheese. Here we go. Lindsay says Graham would eat that for sure. And then Lil Boozy says, what the hell am I watching? Oh, and tomato. Did I say tomato? Here we go. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm excited at the same time. Here we go, guys. We're trying it. Remember, as always, you have to try at least 2 times, if not 3. There's no rules here. I make everything up. Oh, God. Okay. First of all, I can't swallow. Guys, that's good. I'm not gonna have any build up here. I'm not going to leave you hanging. This is really good. It's not even like a little bad. Handing it off for her to try as well. I knew someone was gonna say that's what she said when I said I can't swallow. Honestly, it's good. Like, it's not even a little bad. Anna's nodding as well. See? Um. Wow. J Montagna says, I feel like I'm the fast food, not fresh burger nasty. What? What is happening? Is this a sentence? Maybe on like a hot, fresh gourmet style bougie burger, maybe. What? Is that a sentence? I think she's saying maybe it would be good if it was on a bougie burger, but it's not. It's on like a bullshit burger. Um, Lil Boozy asks, what does it taste like? Well, Lil Boozy, it tastes like a cheeseburger with some peanut butter on it. It kind of heightens the savory sensation. It's not overly salty. What did you think? The aftertaste not so good? I'm enjoying the aftertaste, if anything. You would drink Liquid Death. We get it. You're metal. Hell yeah. Liquid Death. Water in a can. Oh, does it have a flavor, you ask? No, it does not. Oh, does it have alcohol in it, you ask? No, it does not. Oh, it's literally just fucking water that you paid too much for because it has a skull on it? Bingo, bucko. Bingo, bucko. That's what I just said. Yeah, guys, this is the least, it's not, the flavors just work. So it's not like the pickles and ice cream the first week. Pickles and ice cream was a shocker. Like it was weird. It was unexpected. It changed my view on life a little. I think that I had an epiphany. I don't even know who she is. That was a funny joke. I don't care who you are. That was unexpected. This one, it's so subtle that it almost is like supposed to be together. I don't know. I think it's tasty. The hamburger meat and the peanut butter go very well together. I think the only thing that throws it off might be the tomato. No, what is it? The mayonnaise? I kind of liked the mayonnaise combo. There's another thing that said there was another option that I was going to go with tonight. It was a peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich. Maybe we'll try that next week. Because I don't know. I like that. Go try a burger. Next time you get a cheeseburger, this cheeseburger you can get at Wendy's for $2. It cost me $2. If you need $2, I'll send you $2. This is like an opposite business plan. I stream and offer other people money. That makes sense. That's it, guys. I actually really enjoyed that. I'm going to actually finish this. Like after I get off the air here in a minute, I'm going to sit down and actually I'm going to eat the rest of this burger. That is it for the podcast today, y'all. This was fun. You know, it's really nice seeing all you guys in the chat. Mayo and peanut butter should not belong together, Lil Boozy said. You don't know that. You've never tried it. So unless you're sending me a video of you trying mayonnaise and peanut butter together, you don't get an opinion. And if you want an opinion, start your own stream, try mayonnaise and peanut butter together. Otherwise, you get all your tips straight from this guy. And this guy says it's pretty fucking good. And that's just Bible. That's truth right there. Keegan says if you don't shower, you don't get an opinion. Okay. I do shower. I need to chill this Nightbot out in the chat. It's too much. I thought that it wouldn't be that much because I didn't think I would have that many chatters. So it's like supposed to be however many chats pop up. Then the Nightbot comes says like, hey, make sure you follow, which is all nice and good. It's too much. Did you see how many times it's been in the chat? It's like 1,000 things. We get it, Nightbot. We'll follow. Lil Boozy, I'd totally outstream you. You probably would. I'm not saying that I'm a great streamer. I'm just... You guys cannot one person say anything nice to me in this chat tonight. Hey, Sully, nice to see you. Hey, love watching your stream. It brings me a lot of joy in my life. Keegan says, nice bald head. I'll take it. It's better than... What else have I gotten tonight? I've gotten nothing but a... Sully sucks. He's dirty. He's a dirty person. Like, what is... Jeez. No one's nice. Hail to the victor. Oh, I have so many comments. So many followers. Oh man, yeah, so many. I'm wildly successful. Cam's favorite uncle. That's damn straight. Jay Montagna, you hear that? Hail to the victor, you bitch. I'm the favorite uncle. Jay Montana says, don't tell Justin because free babysitting. Justin probably doesn't know what Twitch is. Let's be completely honest. If I told Justin to watch me on Twitch, he would probably say it's inappropriate. Lindsay says, I'm sure there are worse streams. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. Hey, Sully, your commitment to the podcast is admirable. Huh? Booger Boy? No, Booger Boy is what we call Cam. We when we saw Jamie's beautiful young son for the first time, Victor kept calling him Booger Boy. A baby to his face, like, what's up, Booger Boy? Because he would have like snot coming out of his mouth. Right now, I feel like I'm Booger Boy because I'm sick. What kind of awful friend group do I have where the first person in our friend group to have a baby, we all just call it Booger Boy? I'm nice to listen, Victor. This is why I'm the favorite uncle. I didn't call him Booger Boy. Also, Cam financially supports my other podcast. He's a patron supporter, Baby Cam. So, Jay Montana says he was teething. What does teething have to do with boogers? Are those combined for some reason? It's like your gums hurt, you just have no control over facial stuff. What did I miss? Oh, Lil Boozy says, I admire your ability to get into Irish bars for free. That did happen. That's a story for another day. That's going to be a Sully perspective on someday. That's a wild story, though. Man, oh man. Teething makes kids snotty. I don't even know what to say to that. Kids are kind of... I shouldn't say this. Kids are kind of gross, right? Jamie, like, even you can acknowledge this, right? Like, babies are gross. They just, like, poop where they are. Willy-nilly. They're just constantly... There's, like, crusty things around their eyeballs a lot. And around their mouth-nose region. Like, why? What? It sounds like you're describing. I'm describing myself? Okay. That's... I hate everyone. Look, even the person I chose to date is a total asshole to me. Jay Montagna, he's disgusting. Okay, so I didn't want to be offensive. I love your child. He is my nephew. He's my family. I would die for him. But also, so gross, right? But he loves baths, so we're good. Lil Busy says you were a baby once. I was a baby once, but I looked exactly like this. So I came out of the womb with a full beard, and I was smoking a cigar. And I slapped the doctor. And I used like an old 50s accent. I was like, well, get out of here! See? It's my hospital now. See? Oh, guys. What a wild fucking night of podcasting. That was great. Before we head out, I got to do all the things. We need baby pics. I'll post a baby pic. I'll post it on my Instagram. Good segue, Jamie. You're like my assistant here. If you want to find a baby picture of me, I will post one this week. And you can find that on my Instagram at The Sully Perspective. You can find me here on Twitch at The Sully Perspective. You can find me on YouTube very shortly at The Sully Perspective. And on Twitter, if you want to follow me, it's just Sully Perspective and leave off the final E because Twitter only had a certain amount of letters I could put. So there's no the and there's no E. Got it? Does that make sense? Just Sully Perspective. Like just the V. Follow me in all those places. Make sure before you head out that you hit follow right wherever the follow button is. Bottom left, bottom right, top left, top right. I don't know where the fuck it is. Hit the follow button if you don't already. Thank you for watching live. Again, if you want to listen to this podcast as a podcast, it will release Monday morning at 12:00 a.m. for your listening earhole pleasure. I liked that. Yes, I was born with an accent, a little bit. It went away over time. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Thank you so much for being part of the family. Thank you so much for being my friends. And I love you all. I am lucky that I have people in my life that will come here and support me. So I do appreciate that. So with that, I say thank you again. And good night. Shut up, Nightbot.